Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is Transformation Tuesday, December 7th, and welcome to an all-new episode of Today's guest is from Clinton, Maryland, and he is also on BET's hit show, The Family Business. He plays the character of Rio Duncan. Joining us today, ladies and gentlemen, we have Arrington Foster. So I'm going to send him this invite so that we can get right into this. Tonight is also the premiere of Real Life and Philanthropy. Make sure you guys tune in for the new season. We are back, Fashion Dolls. I'm going to send this out to Arrington so we can get this interview started. I apologize about the little wait, but we are here, Fashion Dolls. We're going to be getting right into this interview with him. I'm super excited. Are you guys ready? I know I definitely am ready. Oh, goodness. So, we're giving a little bit of Kenya Mortiz with this hair today, doing something a little different. This hair is everything. If I can get her to stay still. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest of the day, Arrington Foster, is here. So, let's get right into this. Let me add him.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. It is such a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest of the day is here, Arrington Foster from BET's The Family Business. Let's dive right into this interview. So, FYI, for those of you who don't know, you were born in Clinton, Maryland. Am I correct?
Yes, DMV.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your journey, how you got your start into acting. What was it like for you growing up? How many brothers, how many sisters?
I'm one of five actually. So I have one sister and three brothers. Grew up in Maryland, PG County. Just I was a shy kid. People wouldn't believe me if they if they knew me now, but I was actually very shy as a child. And so I did different types of things as a kid, the sports things. I started doing like martial arts for a little bit. And then I actually started singing first. So, he's multi-talented, he could do a lot of different things. But I was definitely into music at first. And then my music teacher, Miss Garrity, we love you, Miss Garrity, sixth grade, she was like, you know what, you should do this play. And I was like, I'd always loved entertaining. Even as young as I was 3 years old, I would always be in the living room rehearsing everything, trying to dance, trying to, mimic lines from movies and TV shows. But I guess I didn't know where to channel that. And so theater was like my outlet. And it's kind of like that's when I got bit by the acting bug. So I just started doing that from middle school and high school. I went to college. I went to college in TCU, Texas Christian University. So I went to Dallas, Fort Worth area for about 4 years. So I like to say I'm from the East, but then, I have a little bit of Southern in there. And then I eventually made my way to LA, and I've been here for 6 years now. So that's kind of where it all started.
Wow. And you said you got bitten by the acting, but let's go down the list here. You've done some
Mm-hmm.
plays and musicals that are well
Mm-hmm.
known and very notorious. And they
Yeah.
are The Wiz,
Oh,
Annie,
yeah.
Footloose, A Chorus Line, and et cetera, et
Mm-hmm.
cetera. So
Mm-hmm.
we all know that Annie's going on right now. Taraji P. Henson is
Yeah.
casted into that. They
Mm-hmm.
redid it with an all new cast. So they remade it. And it's going to be on NBC. So definitely please go and check that out. But
Yeah.
what was it like being on stage, Broadway, doing this? Because it's completely different than you doing
Mm-hmm.
your show right now, which is
Mm-hmm.
BT, the family business. It's different than being on set. But, the thing is, if you mess up, it's live. Like we're live right now. If you
Mm-hmm.
mess up, it's live. Everybody's going to be able to see it. So what was it like,
Absolutely.
choose one of the features that I just named. And what was that experience like for you being on stage?
Well, The Wiz was always a pleasure for me because I grew up watching The Wizard of Oz and then The Wiz. Um, you know, Shout outs to Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. And so to be able to do the play, I've actually done that play twice. So I actually played the Scarecrow when I was in eighth grade, and then I played the Lion when I was in 10th grade. So I got to do it twice. I always said if I did it a third time, I'd have to be the Tin Man, just so I can say I've done all of them. But I don't know if I'd ever do it again. We'll see. But yeah, I just as a kid in high school, I didn't really feel like I belonged. I kind of just was like theater was my outlet. And I feel like in high school, a lot of kids may be watching this. I feel like when they're young, they just take theater as an easy way out or like an easy A. I actually really enjoyed it. So I was one of the few. And I think people could always tell that at that age, he was really serious about this. Like he really wanted to do this. And so I didn't let no's or rejections affect me, especially in college. I think coming from a like kind of a small town, going to college and being around these amazingly talented theater majors, it made me go, wow, I ain't shit. Oh, excuse me. Can I cuss? I don't know. I was like,
Yes.
I was like, man, I got a lot of work to do. And I think that's what we have to tell ourselves too, is that you can always grow, you can always be better, study the craft. And I always say that a lot of the greats that we look up to, whether you're Denzel or Viola or Taraji, if you look back, a lot of them did theater in their earlier years, and it gave them a lot of good training to be able to do film and television, which is a very different type of acting style. But Annie was so much fun. I actually played you're back. Okay, we
All
back?
right. Am I
All right.
back?
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
back. You're back. You're back.
Perfect.
But no, I was just saying that I actually played two characters when I did the Annie. I was the musical. They actually double cast me because they needed another person. So I played the Rooster character, the evil villain, and then I played Bert Healy. So that was really cool. But yeah, theater was great. I love theater. Always a dream of mine is to be on Broadway. I haven't done that yet, but if I can do successful things in film and television and then go back to Broadway and then, kind of jump back and forth, that would be the ultimate dream. But yeah, I kind of dedicated my life to doing more film and television about 10 years ago. And it's been a journey, but, I'm super grateful. I'm blessed. And, this is just the beginning.
Okay. Okay. Another thing people don't know about you is you have a minor in communication studies. You got this when you attended the university in Texas. So
Mm-hmm.
tell us a little bit about that.
Well, to be honest, I just needed a minor. I was so heavily involved in theater that I was like, I don't know what else to do. But, I always knew I could talk in front of people. Being on stage didn't scare me at all. I didn't really have any stage fright at that time. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and do it. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot about, human interaction. And, that's very much a good quality to have, especially
Did you get a call?
call him back. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, so that was kind of my upbringing, and I just I moved to Los Angeles about 6 years ago, and just did what every actor that comes out here does. And I studied class, I got headshots, I submitted myself for everything. I did short films, student films, web series. You got to do the free stuff when you first get out here. You got to
Yes.
build your resume. You can't just get the top dollar stuff automatically. So I definitely pounded the pavement for sure. And yeah, one thing led to another, and then I did a few commercials, and then I landed on the family business, which it's crazy that we're 3 seasons in, and it's a blessing. If you haven't, make sure you tune in on BET Plus. You can see all the
Yes.
episodes there. I play Rio Duncan, and it's just been a dream come true. I can't express my love and gratitude to family business and BET and Trident Studios. They really did change my life. So
And Carl Weber wrote the
yes.
book, and you were on the cover of the book as well too. So tell us a little bit about that. There's my co-host. Shout outs to Marco. He'll be with me tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune
What's
in
up,
for that. We're
Marco?
going to do some topics.
Yeah.
So The cover looks great. You have red hair on the cover, and it's so ironic because I'm wearing a red gown today. So
There you
tell us
go.
about it.
Yeah. So I actually I didn't know too much about the book series. I didn't know Carl Weber, who's an amazing writer. I actually have to call him back. He really has just stapled himself with Urban Books Media and so many different projects. But The Family Business was one of his biggest selling book series. And so originally it was supposed to be a movie. A lot of people don't know that. It was supposed to be a movie at first when we shot half of the first season. And then, BET got word with it. They were trying to figure out where to place it. BET was like, no, 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 this is way too good. We got to make this a television series. And with all the books, it gives us a lot of room to have a lot of seasons because he has a loyal fan base and there's so many, it's a big ensemble cast with so many legends and great actors that we've all grown up with. And so, yeah, I think it was after the first season, we were about to go into season 2, and Carl was coming out with another book, and it just so happened to be Trouble in Rio. And he was like, oh, and by the way, we're going to put you on the cover. And I was just like, what? You're going to put me on the cover? So I was like, awesome, that's cool. And I think the thing that people love about my character is that, he is different. He represents the LGBT and a black family, kind of like this black mafia family. And he's, blending the lines of what that means. You can still be who you are. Okay.
We're back.
You're back? Okay.
So, yes.
But yeah, I was just saying that I think the thing that people love about Rio is that he's representing the LGBT, but he's in a family, a black mafia family. He's blending the lines of what that means and still wearing outfits that are true to him. He has colored hair, which at this point I've done
Yep.
every color hair on the show, and if I don't, if I don't have color hair on the show, I feel like the fans will come and get me. So it's like it's his thing, and he stands out. He brings a little comic relief. I feel like to such a heavy show, but he still supports his family just as much. He still is about that life. It needs to get down to it. So it's cool to see his character arc grow and develop. And so I'm very proud of the show. And I'm just excited for what's next.
You guys have to stay tuned. I interviewed one of your castmates, Dylan Mooney. He plays the detective on the show. So he said he
Yep.
wasn't going to
Mm-hmm.
give away. I know not Arrington. Arrington can't give enough away for this season coming up. So you guys just have to make sure that you're tuning into BET Plus. And we're going to take a few questions from the audience. We got one from Tony. He wants to know, how long have you been acting?
Well, I said a little bit pretty early on in the interview, but yeah, pretty much all my life. I grew up doing stage, so I guess that was my first introduction to acting. So I would say, I don't know if I'm gonna reveal my age. No, I'm just kidding. I'm 31, so it doesn't matter. Black don't crack. We look good. So yeah, pretty much. Wow, 20 years. I just realized that. Wow. Yeah.
That long?
Yeah.
Goodness.
But doing film and television, I would say since like 2012. So maybe the last 10 years. 10 of that has been doing film and TV. But before that, it was just any type of arts, community theater, musicals, high school, middle school, college. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said there's some legends that's going to be in the show. When I was looking at the trailer, Tretch was on set. So tell us a little bit about it. What was the energy like on set? Because y'all have some hip hop vets popping up through. Y'all have all types of guests on The Family Business. So I can only imagine, like, this is Tretch from Naughty by Nature. He would go up there with Queen Latifah and all the pioneers in hip hop, MC Light, all of them. So what was the energy like on set for you guys then?
Oh my gosh, the energy is so much fun. I think the reason why people love the show is because we really are like a family. Like it's one of those rare shows where we actually do all like each other. We all have so much fun. We're just giggling and laughing, and every season they just take it up a notch. Like, we've had people that are legends: Ernie Hudson, Valerie Pettiford, Lisa Ray, Tammy Roman, Clifton Powell. The list goes on and on. And every season they end up bringing in more and more people because people just want to be a part of the show. And it's funny because people just think that we all see each other, but a lot of time, because it's a big ensemble cast, sometimes we don't see each other on set all the time. So unless it's like at an event and we're like, "Oh, hi, Michael Jai White, how you doing? Haven't seen you on set," but or we know of each other because of the show, but we haven't actually met. But the chemistry is just like someone said, chemistry makes for a great show. It really,
Oh yeah.
the chemistry is just, it's amazing. And everybody's been so kind and generous, especially with me being, this is one of my first roles, and I'm shooting with people that have been in the business for 30 plus years. So I just learn and grasp and soak up everything from all these actors that I've looked up to. And so they're all amazing.
I can only imagine just being on set, just all of these legends you just named: Tammy Roman, Lisa Ray, Clifton Powell. And I feel like Clifton, he is so underrated. Like, he's played some powerful roles. And the
Yeah.
thing about it is, he doesn't get his flowers. So give him all of his flowers. Now, speaking of vets and legends, my next question for you is, if you could collaborate with anyone, who would your dream role, who would you love to star in a film with?
Oh my gosh, there's so many, so many. But I mean, obviously Denzel Washington comes to mind. He's been someone that I looked up to for a while, just being a leading man, being a black man, just iconic roles. Um, but man, I would love to work with Viola Davis. I really would. I mean, the woman can act her ass off. I learned so much just watching her. So to be in a scene with her and actually have tuning in. So yeah, Denzel and Viola, top two for sure.
When you said Viola, that's why I smacked my teeth, because that's my girl. I love Viola Davis.
Yeah, she's just so
Being a
authentic.
chocolate girl, and
Yeah.
she's from my hometown, South Carolina. So
Okay.
definitely.
Actually,
Hmm.
my little brother lives in Myrtle. There you go.
That's not far, and my brother's in Charleston, so definitely that's not far at all.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I mean Viola's queen, and anytime I watch her, I feel like I'm learning from her. So to be in a scene with her, to work with her would be a dream. And so many other black excellence of actors and actresses that I love. Angela Bassett, Regina Hall, Regina King, Taraji. I mean, the list goes on and on, So many people.
Manifestation. I'm manifesting it. It could happen.
I'm listen, I receive it. I'm manifesting it all.
All right, let me read this comment from Tony. I love Clifton, and mine would be Samuel Jackson. Oh, yes, that's another vet. Believe it or not, Viola Davis is a beast. Oh, yes, and he just named Angela Bassett. So, I feel like she still should
Yes,
have
Queen.
earned an Oscar for playing
For
Tina
what's
Turner.
love got to do with it?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll forever not let the academies let that go.
Mm-mm. Definitely. So, speaking of Regina King, we know that she does production as well too.
Mm-hmm.
So could you see yourself producing and
Mm-hmm.
directing behind the lens as well too? Because a lot of actors like Niecy Nash, Taraji P. Henson, Michael B. Jordan, all of them are starting
Mm-hmm.
to step from in front of the lens to behind the lens and direct projects and things like that. So could
Mm-hmm.
you see yourself producing and directing as
Mm-hmm.
well?
Absolutely. I feel like, once I get to a place in my career, we still moving up there, but I would love to direct and produce at some point. I feel like that's, just another talent that I think I have, that I possess, that I'm like, I think I have an eye for things, and I would love to be able to help other actors. You know, it's a difference. And I've worked with directors that are actors and then directors that have never acted. And you definitely feel a difference because it's like I've been there. I understand what it feels like to be, in your shoes. And so I think that's something I would love to do down the road, and give back as well, and just create. So
All right. Again, manifestation. Definitely. I'm putting it out there.
Absolutely.
All right, fashion dolls, it is about that time. It is time for the rapid fire.
Ooh.
So Arrington has to tell me 5 things he can't live without.
Ooh. 5 things I can't live without?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. 5 things I can't live without. I can't live without my phone. I can't live without food because I'm a foodie. Y'all know. Love to eat. I can't live without music. I love me some music. I feel like it's always playing, whether I'm in the car or at home or somewhere. Can't live without music. What else can't I live without? Ooh. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna jumble it together, but I would say family and friends. You know, you got to have that support system. You got to have someone that you can talk to, that you really can just, you know, vent and be your authentic self with, and just have a good time and laugh and joke and all that good stuff. And the last thing, what else can I not live without? Hmm. I would say I can't live without. Oh, I can't live without entertainment. You know, whether that's movies or television or going to a show. I love the arts, so that's something I can't live without.
All right, that's the 5. All right, the next game that we're going to play is going to get a little spicy and hot.
Ooh,
So Miss
okay.
Stevie gets put in a hot seat. We're going to do something called Turn the Tables. And this is where my guests get to ask me questions uncensored and unfiltered. So buckle up your seatbelts because I have no clue what Arrington he is going to ask me. My heart is beating so fast right now.
Ooh,
So I'm going to pass the torch on to Arrington.
you know, pass the mic to me. Okay. Um, okay. I would say. See, Miss Stevie tried to back out when it was my turn. Are
All
we
right,
back?
all right, I'm ready. I'm back.
We back? We
We
back?
paused for a
Okay.
minute.
I would say from the show, who is the finest character from my show that you like, that you're attracted to?
Ooh, Lord,
Out of
I've
all three
always,
seasons.
Michael Jai White. Oh, the vet. I would have to go with Michael Jai White. My God, from I've watched him since Spawn. Like I've been a fan of his for a very long time. So
Yeah,
definitely Michael Jai White.
he's awesome. He's really cool. Super down to earth. Do I get another? Or what are we
You
doing?
can
I
ask
got
as
to do
many as
another
you
one?
want.
As many as I want?
Yes.
Oh, man. Hmm. What is your biggest insecurity?
My biggest insecurity, and I think a lot of women will probably relate to that. Cellulite. Cellulite is my biggest insecurity. Like I hate it. Cellulite. I'm always conscious when I'm dressing for fashion because I'm a fashion girl. So I'm always trying to be very, very conscious when I'm dressing my body type. So yeah.
Hmm. We got to normalize the cellulite. You know, it's a normal thing. You know, we just gotta.
Yes.
There you go. Right, right, exactly. I don't know. I'm so bad with asking questions. I don't know what else to ask.
Help him out, Marco.
Should I
Yes.
do, should
Make
I
sure you
do,
guys
1 more?
3 times
Oh
T.
yeah,
Thank
support my good
you.
sister, of course.
Thank you. She says, girl, you're beautiful. Thank you. I try. I'm very insecure about my body. That's what a lot of people do not know about me. It's just that cellulite. And I think a lot of women go through that. So normalize it.
Yeah. Have I met Beyonce yet? No, but I would love to. The Queen. I'd love to meet her. Um, I don't know. I think I'm fresh out of questions. Nothing's coming to my head right now. So
Audience, do y'all have any questions for Arrington or myself? We're in the turn the table segment. And the question he asked me what was my biggest insecurity, and I said cellulite. So if you guys have Any questions, feel free to put it in the question bubble or in the comment section, whatever works for you. And I'm going to give a few shout outs to everyone who's coming in here. My co-host Marco, of course, he will be back with me tomorrow. Oh, you like that 3 times the T? Yes, Michael J. White. And Dolly Kess Official says, my boy, what up, man? Only a dog wants a bone. Love all of you. I love you too, 3 times the T. Make sure you guys go and check out her podcast. Shout outs to my new co-host who I welcomed just not too long ago, Marco De Prince. He talks a lot about mental health on his podcast. So please go and check out Hear Me Out by Marco De Prince. Definitely please go and check that out. And another shout out to my brother K-Tooks85, who's also a content creator as well. The K-Tooks spots. I had to throw those points in there.
Love to see it.
So we don't have any more questions. I think we got him stumped, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I'm gonna ask some questions as well.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in your career in the next few years?
In the next few years, I definitely see myself on more television shows, more shows where I can show versatility. Whether that's a comedy, sitcom, or drama. I would love to do feature films and work with some great people. Listen, I'm just shooting for the fence. I'm looking for that nomination, for that Oscar, that Golden Globe, that Emmy, that Tony, you know? So I'm trying to be that EGOT like John Legend, you know? So yeah, just being more submersed into my career and just happiness in all areas of my life. And yeah, I'm excited to see where the career, where it takes me. I'm excited.
Definitely, and it's more to come. Manifestation. Tony, best of luck to you, Arrington. If the family business has a cast call, holler at me, Tony. Definitely. And his colleague Dylan is on the show. Yeah, I did an interview. It's the Gremlins. So I'm going to say this. Yes, I was talking about Dylan. Dylan, just his personality alone is absolutely everything. And I had to be mindful of the time because he had to go somewhere at the time. But he was just sending me so much love. I'm going to pass it on to you and send you so much love as well, too. You got this. The law of attraction. No is coming. It's on the way. Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
I can't, ladies and gentlemen, I can't keep Arrington today. But this was an amazing interview. This is an amazing conversation. And I definitely would love to speak with you again in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun.
You
and
are so
love right back to everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Arrington Foster.
Thank you guys. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Be safe out there in these streets.
Yes.
And yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned to the family business for sure.
On BET Plus, make sure you guys are watching. Any last advice that you would like to give to your followers, to your supporters, because they love you. They love you so much.
Honestly, I would just say if you have a dream, keep going. Don't ever stop. No matter how many no's you get, no matter how many rejections you get, just keep going. Study your craft, and just be kind and loving and, enjoy life. We only got one. So, have fun. And, if you're not following me at Arrington Foster. I think it's on here somewhere. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, that's all I can say. Stay tuned for what's next, guys.
All right, fashion dolls. We will see you guys tomorrow. Tonight is the season premiere of Real Life and Philanthropy on YouTube. Make sure you guys please go and subscribe to Real Life and Philanthropy. And we will have Roshane and Bryson will be guest co-hosting with me and Marco tomorrow. So we're going to be talking about a few things. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 4 p.m. And we will see you then. Take care and everyone be safe and tune into the family business with our handsome guest for today, Arrington Foster. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
You too.